got that to do. And yes, I am recording in the dead of night because my full-time job does not allow me to record on the daytime. Hey, welcome back. This is Cetriya, C-E-T-R-I-Y-A, and today I decided to give you what seems like an April vlog type video. So what you'll end up getting in this video is pretty much me going through a number of things and updates and maybe a little bit of behind the scenes. I do have a number of awesome videos pre-recorded, some that I need to record, but pretty much all of them I do need to eventually edit. One of them being some of my perspective cheats. But what you're actually seeing here is I had a smooth and simple calm day and decided to do some practice sketches by copying from masters. Right here I'm copying a background design by a very famous illustrator, designer, concept artist called Sid Mead. I definitely would recommend you take a look up his stuff if you want to get learning about perspective, because a lot of his work have a lot of like lines and stuff, and they're pretty cool. Alright, so this is kind of like a rough outline that I created for CrossStar, and this is, mind you, after I've done chapter 1 and 2, and based on some feedback I've been getting, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to kind of not redo like the story or whatnot, but the plan was to be 10 books, but at 280 pages, that's roughly an extra 100 pages per volume, because I wanted to do bigger volumes, and I'm thinking it might shrink down to about 7 books, 1 to 7 books of 9 chapters each, so it is a hefty 7 books. But as you can see here, I'm basically going in through this and doing like dot points. It's kind of rough, right? Can we see this? It's kind of rough, and I will just say that I'll probably have to do chapter 1 and 2 over again. However, I'm not going to do that until maybe I'm done with book 1, and that'll be just a slow thing that I'll just work on. But I will work on the thumbnails as though I have redone chapter 1 and 2. But the story is basically still the same. It's just I'm moving things around to make it more clear. So expect chapter 3 to be a little bit more time in coming, and it might have a teeny bit of a jump. So yeah, definitely would like to get back into working for CrossStar, but there's no point in posting a comic if, you know, some of my readers are finding it difficult to understand. So I will be working more on that. So I'm further along in this sketch here. I'm really loving these cheap Crayola markers. I think they're pretty good for sketches. No need to use expensive markers to do this kind of a thing. But there's been a number of things that I've been wanting to do. A number of things that I want to practice, filling up my sketchbook, and eventually you'll start to see me working on some figure drawings, which has some awesome YouTube channels for that kind of things. But I mean, what are you guys doing? How are you feeling with these sketchbooks and stuff, and what do you find interesting and stuff? But I've got a number of things to do, a lot of challenges, a lot of things that I want to, projects I want to complete and such things. So here's to April, right? Library, general mixed things like architecture and stuff like old classics, Andrew Loomis successful drawings. Of course, there's art books and stuff like that. Not reviewing them because they're not mine, but things like that I'm gonna get into. I just keep adding to my plate, even though I don't really have time, huh? Do I? Did I mention that I tried to make a couple of Skillshare classes? Hashtag not sponsored, but I've just been working on my 2nd class. Pretty soon going to be working on my 3rd class. So on top of my YouTube channels, which I feel YouTube isn't really, at least for what I'm doing, isn't really there for like long 30 to 30 minutes to an hour videos. So that's part of the reason why I'm going for Skillshare. So who knows, in the future I might post them for something, you know, for free, but they kind of don't fit my channel. But let me know in the comments below what kind of maybe tips or tutorials you're hoping to see in the future. Yeah, I just went and did a major order, well, not a major, but a couple more of my little cosmetic bags or pencil cases and whatnot. They have like an extra zipper in them, but these are all that I have left, and I have quite a number of coin purses, so I'm not reordering those yet, but I got that to do. So Denver Comic Con is coming up in June. I have a number of family obligations that I gotta deal with in May. Work has been interesting. We got some new equipment and testing that out, and deadlines and whatnot, you know, the day job. Been trying out some new collabs and whatnot. So here I'm drawing or sketching out a couple of mascots. Well, not a couple, but a mascot drawing for a fellow YouTuber of light novels. Because again, another project, if you haven't heard, I do write stories. I want to really get into writing some of my stories because I feel they would work more for light novels or work more for novelizations, YA novels and stuff like that. But anyways, I did a collab with him because a lot of his things are really helpful and really detailed, and once I get a finalize of this mascot, I'm definitely will show it up on YouTube. Also loving this new kind of Android program because everybody talks about, you know, the iPad program, but I'll review about that a little later. But yeah, you guys, that was my super busy April and tons of other stuff that I didn't get a chance to record. But, you know, again, thanks for watching, and let me know your comments below.